Mr. President TINUBU meeting up with Prakash HINDUJA of the HINDUJA Group, which is, of course, a massive conglomerate that is in oil and gas. This is what investors...
Oil and gas, media,
everything. He's a billionaire, the big fan. You know, he had that big...
brothers.
He had that big falling out with his brother.
Yeah,
so they didn't even rest. This is what investors wanted to see. When we talk about bringing billions home, at the end of the day, you will decide whether you want to invest or not. But at least you tried. And this is what we want to see ahead of the G20 meeting. And the Minister of Investment and Trade needs to continue this. So this is the president leading from some quotes that were taken from there, very interesting quotes from this meeting. Here's what part of what the president said. He said, we are here for business. I am here to personally assure our friends and investors that there is no bottleneck I will not break. Nigeria will become one of the most conducive places on earth to make good profits and create lasting jobs. This is milk and honey to any capitalist that has their money in this country. That's what you want to hear. He continued. He said to the Mr. Prakash, with my support, there is nothing standing in your way of enjoying the unrivaled opportunities presented by our massive markets and the indigenous and hardworking nature of the Nigerian people. We are open for business. And then Mr. Prakash then replied to the president. Here's what he said, according to the spokesman. We believe in you as a leader who has done this before. You know what the challenges are. You know how to fix them. We are going to make investments into the billions of dollars under your leadership because we see you are already addressing the systemic problems. And then he then continued. This is what we want to hear. He says that, look, I'm ready now to sign an MOU and to begin execution. You tell me who to liaise with and we will get to work immediately, particularly with respect to bus and automobile manufacturing in Nigeria, amongst other areas. Innocent might not like hearing that, but let's continue. Then the president responding to him, president now turned to the Minister of Finance. He said, Ministers of Trade and Finance, the two of you will follow this up immediately, and you will draw up the terms to the satisfaction of both parties. If there are any issues at all that require my intervention, they must be brought to my attention immediately. Ha! May this continue. This is what we want to hear.
Real quickly, the reason why solid mineral sector is not growing in Nigeria is because of the theft.
Indeed. Solid
mineral theft that's going away. If you are to capture all the theft, we should be growing. Secondly, I have always, you see, because in all of this brouhaha, I've seen a lot of people try to blackmail me because they don't understand nuanced arguments, but it's fine. I have always supported subsidy removal. My position has always been, and that's why I'm happy Governor Fayemi to tell the truth, all right, about the matter in 2012. My argument has always been develop alternative sources of energy. CNG gasification so that people can have alternatives. If HINDUJA comes in and build more CNG cars and buses at very good rates, good. But let's develop CNG. The presidential initiative on CNG, 250 billion, let that be up and running so I can buy my CNG just like I buy my fuel everywhere and have alternative sources so you can have a choice. That's how our economy is supposed to run. So I'm in support of that. And also, you cannot say, oh, we're pulling out subsidy without forensically auditing the NNPC, because there's been a lot of shenanigans going on that people have been complaining back and forth as regards. So that's just my position on this issue. Secondly, it's quite a very dicey one for America with all of this. You know why? Because in the 70s, when crude oil price slumped, they built a strategic national reserve of crude oil. And because of that, now, what is happening is, here we have live pictures. You can see on the screen there for the people are all seated. And all
eyes on the judiciary.
All eyes on the judiciary. So, but moving on as a result of that, so America recently, to be able to buffer the effect of high petrol prices, they've been releasing a strategic natural reserves, and that number has reduced. So now America is planning on buying back what they release, but prices are very high for them.
So they can't buy.
So they can't buy. So it's a big problem with them. And now prices topping $90 per barrel now is more conundrum for America, vis-a-vis the fact that you have an election coming up. Joe Biden is up against, Donald Trump. Let's see how all of this.
Trump hasn't won the nomination yet, but if he doesn't go to jail,
if he doesn't, hopefully we will. So.